Hello guys, today we're going to be going through saving and exporting. To export a track, click File, Export Audio/Video. Now you can see here that the shortcut is Shift, Command and R. On a Windows that would be Alt, Shift and R, so we could do it via the shortcut as such, or we can click here, File, and then Export Audio/Video. Now, it doesn't really matter which one you do. If you like to use the shortcut, you save some time. So we just left click on Export Audio/Video, and you'll get this pop-up rectangle box, Export Audio/Video. There's a few options here, we're going to go through each one. Rendered track will decide which part of the track is exported. If you click master, the whole track will be exported. You can also drag this around like this. If you click here, you can export all individual tracks, selected tracks only, or each individual track as such. The audio, send, reverb and delay. Now, in the saving and exporting part of this tutorial and course, if we were to click on the master, we can render as a loop, which will loop the track. We can convert to mono, which will mean that it will come from one speaker. We'll cover mono and stereo in a future lecture. You can normalize a track, which will normalize it. The volume of the track, which I leave off. You can create an analysis file where you get analysis on the track, which I leave off. Sample rate is 44,100. It says here project will be rendered at 48,000 Hz and downsampled to 44,100 Hz. I picked this option because it's a fast loading time and things load quickly. Encode PCM is on, and that means that you will get a file type. You can pick from WAV, AIFF or FLAC. I choose WAV as it's known as the highest quality file. It's also the biggest in size, so if you don't have much CPU or space on your computer, hard drive space, you may want to pick another option. Here I've picked WAV. Bit depth, this is how deep the bits are. I pick 24 because it's in the middle, it's a good amount of bit depth. You won't really see the difference between 16 and 32. 24 is reasonable for the size. Here we get dither options. It's important to click no dither, that means there'll be no dither, as opposed to rectangle or triangular, it just sounds better. And here we have the option to encode an MP3. So if we click this on, we also get an MP3 copy of our track as well as a WAV. So this is useful if you want to send out to other DJs or put on a USB and you want an MP3 version. There's also the option here to create a video, which is off. I think this is an external feature that you can add to Ableton Live, and you can create a video for this if you have MP4 formats in your Ableton, which we won't do. Now that is that explained. If you were to send a track out for a remix to a record label, you'd click all individual tracks, and then that would export each individual track separately, which is known as stems. Stems are the entirety of the track, with the audio of the whole track, and it will be separated between the layers. So that's good for remixes, as you get the stems. The remixer can drag the stems into their project, and they can edit each individual track without editing the whole track at once. Now, I just want to export the symbols. I would just click this and I would just get the stem of the symbols, which would be useful if I was making a sample pack or I wanted to export this, send it to a friend so they could edit it and remix just a specific part. But if we just go to master, and then down here there's also audio and reverb. Audio is the audio of the track, reverb is just the reverb parts of the track, delay is the delayed parts of the track. It's very... So if we just click master and then export, this box will pop up we can save our track, and then we can do a new folder where our tracks will go into for the future. So we could call this jingle pack, and then we get a new folder, and then we click save, and then it goes into the file rendering, and then it goes down sample to 44,100. It'll export, and once it's exported, it will go into the folder that you saved it in. Alright guys, thank you. This was the saving tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll speak to you in the next lecture. Bye.